Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you how to identify that whether the person will become successful in engineering field or not. So before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, click the like button, and if you have any doubt after watching this video, please do mention that in my below comment section, okay? So let's begin. So mainly in order to identify that person will be successful in engineering fields like computer science, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, or it can be information science also, it can be any type of engineering. So whether electrical engineering or E&C electronics and communication engineering, whether he'll be successful in that or he'll be successful in the architectural design engineering or not. So there are different types of engineering fields, okay, nowadays. So in order to go into technology fields, so what are the different types of important factors that you need to know whether the person will be successful in these areas or not. So mainly I will tell you the 3 easy steps where you will get to know whether the person will be successful in engineering fields or not. Okay, now coming to step 1, mainly step 1 is meant for the houses. So which are the houses you need to see in order to be successful in civil engineering or successful in engineering fields or not. Now second, coming to planets, okay, which planet represents technologies, which planets represents the engineering field. So these kind of things you need to know. So that is the significant planet or the Karaka planet. Okay, step 3 is the combination of the houses of the lords, which I tell you in the step 1, and also the planets, okay, conjunction of planets with houses. Okay, so all the combinations of step 1 and step 2 I will tell. So these are the 3 easy steps which I am going to tell, so which makes a person successful in the engineering field. Okay, there is profession in engineering. So now coming to step 1, mainly what are the important houses for a person in order to become a very good engineer. So in order to become a very good engineer, you need to have very good first house. Why first house? First house represent yourself. So where you are interested in which field you are interested in. So it's lord show which field you are interested in. So these kind of things, first house and first house lord shows. Okay, now next coming to second house or second house lord. Why second house or second house lord? See, second house or second house lord shows mainly source of income through which areas of field. So which career you will getting the source of income, whether you are getting from engineer or not, from the field of these things, computer science, civil engineering, construction and everything, whether you are getting the source of income from these fields or not. So that is represented by the second house and second house lord. Okay, now next comes the third house or third house lord. Why third house or third house lord? See, third house or third house lord represent your hard work, your efforts. So where your efforts will be, so where are your efforts you are putting into, whether you are putting in the right direction or not. So these kind of things the third house and third house lord represents. Okay, so now next the important house is the fifth house. Why fifth house? Because fifth house is the house of your intelligence. Okay, it represents how smartly you are applying in the field of engineering. See, engineering is the field where the person should be very smart in order to be engineer. Either he can be computer science engineer, either he can be mechanical engineer. So anything, in case of mechanical engineer, it should be very hardworking person because it deals with metals and also everything. So in case of civil engineering, it deals with buildings, and also in case of computer engineering, it deals with computer things and all. So it should be very smart. So that's why fifth house is seen for, where fifth house is the house of intelligence and everything. Okay, it is also the house of education also. So if you read if you go to BE, that is a bachelor of engineering, or BSc, bachelor of computer science. So these BSc, okay, any types of field, bachelor of science. Okay, so BSc means bachelor of science. So in these fields, if you want to go, fifth house should be very strong, or fifth house lord should be very strong. Okay, and now next important house is the sixth house. Why sixth house is very important? See, in order to give service, okay, in order to be a very good employee, you should have very good sixth house. So if a person having very good sixth house or sixth house lord, that means you will become very good employee in a particular company, like software company or software field, or any company. It's not only software field, in any private company you will become very good employee. Okay, so sixth house is very important. It represents daily services. Okay, so it represents job, okay, service to your employer. So these are the things sixth house represents. Now next important house is the your 10th house and 10th house lord. Why 10th house is important? 10th house is the house of career itself. So if 10th house is very well placed in your horoscope, or your 10th house lord is very well placed, 10th house is strong in your horoscope, that represents you will be doing very good career. Okay, you'll be having very good career. So, and the next important house is the 11th house. Why 11th house is very important? See, 11th house is very important because 11th house represents gains from the career. Okay, so gains from everything, not even the career, it represents gains from everything. Okay, so you need to check the condition of 11th house and 11th house lord. If 11th house and 11th house lord is very strong, that represents gains from everything what you do. Okay, so these are the important things in order to check whether the person will do career in engineering field or not. So I will repeat once again the houses which are important in order to career in engineering. So mainly the first house and first house lord is very important in your horoscope because it represents you yourself, in which type of field you are interested in, whether you are interested in computer science, electronic engineer, or if you are interested in civil engineer, mechanical engineer, architectural engineer. So this kind of thing is represented by first house lord. Okay, where the first house lord is seated, according to it you will be interested. Okay, so I will tell the different ascendant signs also where engineering is very good for them. Okay, so now next coming to second house or second house lord. Why second house or second house lord? As I told you, second house is the house of source of income. Okay, second house lord shows in what type of field you are getting your source of income. So these kind of things is represented by second house. So next coming to third house or third house lord. Why third house or third house lord? Third house represents is the house of efforts. Okay, it's hard working, so it is everything. So if you are hard working, you are putting your hard work in the right direction or not is represented by third house lord. So these are kind of things third house and third house lord is represented. Okay, now next important house is the fifth house or fifth house lord. Why fifth house or fifth house lord is important? See, fifth house or fifth house lord is mainly important because it shows your intelligence. So how smart you are, how really intelligent you are. So in order to go into engineering, you should be very intelligent, you should be very smart. Okay, and you need to clear all the exams. It doesn't want to have any backlogs and all, and you need to top in that particular exams also. So these kind of things is represented by fifth house and fifth house lord. If they are strong, it means very good. Okay, now next important house is the sixth house or sixth house lord. As I already told you, sixth house or sixth house lord will represent service. Okay, so in order to get a very good job in the MNC company, multinational company and all, your sixth house or sixth house lord should be very good. Okay, that means that if your sixth house or sixth house lord is very good, that represents you will be very good employee in a particular company, and you will be giving very good service to your boss or your employer. Okay, so these kind of things is represented by sixth house or sixth house lord. So the next important house is the 10th house or 10th house lord. Why 10th house or 10th house lord? See, 10th house or 10th house lord represent career. So in every man or woman short who want to do best in a career, their 10th house or 10th house lord should be very strong. So if they are very strong, they will be having very good career in life. Okay, now next important house is the 11th house. Why 11th house or 11th house lord is very important? 11th house or 11th house lord is very important. That's because it represents gains. Okay, so in whatever field you do, your gains should be very important. Okay, so that is represented by 11th house or 11th house lord. So these are the important house in order to see whether the person will be very good in engineering field or not. So then next coming important step 2 is that the Karaka planet or the significant planet. So what are the Karaka planet or significant planet which represent career in engineering field? Okay, so the first most important Karaka planet is the Mars. Okay, why Mars? See, Mars is the planet which represent energy, which is dynamic planet. Okay, it is also represent aggressive planet. It is also planet which represent technologies. Okay, so technology, when engineering matters, technology is matters. Okay, technology matters when engineering field. Okay, so in order to do computer engineering, your Mars should be very strong. That is, person will be very good technician in any person's birth chart. If Mars is very well placed or Mars is very strongly placed, okay, that is an exalted or own sign or move record sign, even friendly sign also, that too in the Kendras or the Ikonas, that represent person is a very good technician. Okay, so Mars should be very well placed. It is the first most important Karaka planet or the significant planet. Now the second most important planet or the significant planet is the Saturn. Why Saturn? See, Saturn represents, it's a hardworking planet, it's struggling planet. It also represents the behind the scenes and everything. So in order to be for CS people, that is a computer science people, so Saturn plays a very major role. Okay, why? If you are doing any back-end programming like if you want to develop something app, okay, so let's say for example, so Gmail was founded by Paul Bochet, okay, so in the back end, okay, he applied like C++ and Ajax and all. So that was actually he himself only did not do, with the help of the team he did, okay. So that team, okay, they didn't got famous. The team, actually the team who are working, so some people were working in that team, but they didn't got famous. The person who actually find the team leader got famous, okay. That's because their Saturn is very strong in their horoscope, and Saturn represents behind the scenes and everything back end. So if you are a programmer, if you are developing some back end programming and all, so that is represented by Saturn, okay. So if your Saturn is strong, you will be very good back end programming developer and all. So these kind of things it represents. So for CS people, the Saturn should be also very strong, okay. For any engineering people, if they are developing some back end programming things and all, okay, their Saturn should be very strong. Now next important planet is the Mercury. Why Mercury is very important in a person's birth chart in order to become a very good engineer? See, Mercury is the planet which represents intelligence. So Mercury also represents exams, okay, like passing in the exams and everything. If you want to get top in the topmost, top rank in that exam, that too in engineering and all, if you want to rank top, so your Mercury should be very well placed. That means it should be exalted, it should be in Mool Trikona sign, friendly sign, or even in own sign, okay, which represent that in all the examination you will clear all the subjects without any backlogs and you will be not having any problem. So these kind of things is represented by the Mercury, okay. So if Mercury should be very strong in order to clear all the exams, so competitive exams or any exams, so any engineering exams, so without having any backlogs. So that is represented by the Mercury, planet Mercury. Now the next important planet is the planet Rahu. Why Rahu is important? See, Rahu is the planet of Karaka planet for computers nowadays. See, computers are very most important nowadays because technology is improving day by day, okay. If Rahu is very placed in a person horoscope, he will be very good at computer things, okay. So you'll be very good at handling the computer, laptop or anything, any computer device you'll be very good at. Even in mobile also represent Rahu, okay. If person having very strong Rahu, that represent you'll be very good at these technologies things, okay. Now coming to step 3, the combination. So I also forgot to tell Venus, planet Venus is also very important. Why planet Venus is also very important? See, Venus represent beautiful things and everything. So in order to be a designer, computer graphic designer or not, your Venus should be very strong. If your Venus is very strong, that means that you will become very good computer graphic designer, okay. So these kind of things is represented by Venus. Or if you want to become an architectural engineer, your Venus should be very strong. In order to be a mechanical engineer, your Mars and Saturn should be very strong. See, Mars and Saturn are the most common planet for every engineer, okay. In order to be very good at electronic communications, so your Rahu should be very strong. Rahu, Mars and Saturn should be very strong in your horoscope. In order to be an electrical engineer, so wires are represented by everything. Planet like Mars, Rahu, Saturn and even Mercury should be very strong. So these kind of things are represented by different engineering fields. So and even I am going to tell the combination, so which are the different types of combination you need to see in order to where person will become successful in engineering or not. So let's say for example step 3, okay, this is combination I am telling. So in the step 3 you need to check whether planets like Rahu, Mars, Saturn, Mercury or Venus are making any conjunctions, okay. Any 5 planet in particular house, that represent person will be a very good technician, very beautiful technician, okay. So he'll be very good at technical things and all. If Rahu and Mars is conjuncted, that also represent very good technician. Rahu, Saturn, Mars also represent a very top most very good engineer, okay. So and you need to check Mercury also. Mercury and Rahu represent computer. Person will be very good at computer science, okay. So these kind of he'll be very good at programming like C, C++, Java and everything, Ajax. So these kind of things the programming skills represent when Rahu and Mercury are combined in one house, particular house, okay. So the next important planet the next important combination is you need to check the combination of houses also, whether the 10th house lord is connected with the first house, second house, third house or even the 5th house, even the 11th house. So these combination represent person will be very good engineer, software engineer, or any mechanical engineer, civil engineer. So if Mars is connected to 10th house, first house, second house, or even 11th house, third house, that represents a person will be very good civil engineer, because Mars is the Karaka planet for construction, buildings and everything. If Mars is related to these houses, that means a person will be very good civil engineer. Okay, if Rahu and Mars are connected with each other in these houses, now what that represent? That represent person will be very good technician. He'll be very good at software engineer. So these kind of things Rahu Mars represent. So when Rahu Mercury in these also, it also represents the same, the technical engineer. Okay, that is the software engineer. Now when Mars and Saturn are conjuncted in each other in one particular, so you'll be very good computer science engineer. So this software engineer. So these kind of things it represents. Okay. So when coming to the lords of the houses, when 10th lord or 10th house lord is placed in 11th house, or 11th house lord is placed in 10th house, 10th house lord placed in the first house lord placed in the 10th house, 10th house lord in the second house lord in the 10th house, or they both are conjuncted with each other, 10th house lord in the third house lord in the 10th house, 10th house lord in the fifth house lord in the 10th house lord in the 10th house itself. So these are the different types of combination which makes a person very good engineer. Okay, so it can be any engineer, mechanical, software engineer, or any type of engineer is represented by these combinations. So when Mars is placed in these houses, Mars, Saturn, any conjunction between them, Rahu, Mars, Saturn, or even you can say Rahu, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, so Venus. So these type of combination gives a person successful in engineering field. So this is it for today, guys. In the next video, I'll continue planet through Namsa. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe below and hit the bell icon and click the like button, or else I'll see you in the next video. So thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.